there was some big returns on Dynamite this week, and we're going to start with a nice, feel-good, heartfelt one. We had the return of one Jonathan Moxley. Jon Moxley made his return, got an amazing ovation, so good. The crowd was so nice to him. He was not nice to the crowd. He knocked a sign out of someone's hand. He told someone in the crowd to go fuck themselves and get out. But in his defense, the crowd was kind of annoying on Dynamite this past Wednesday. Like, not, they're loud. That's their thing. But there was a lot of those one or two people who were loud when everyone's quiet. And that shit was really annoying. Like, I did not like this crowd. Like, I don't mind the crowd booing Cody, but like, there was like those two people that were still chanting when everyone stopped chanting. And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah,
like,
it was really bad during the Cody promo.
Yeah, like, it's fine when the whole crowd's chanting, shut the fuck up. Fine, Cody pauses for that, he's a professional. But when it's like everyone else is quiet and you hear those 2-3 people that are saying, you can hear exactly what they're saying. It's like, bro, shut up. Like, stop selling that person beer. Kick them out. Like, get the fuck out of there. That shit annoyed me. So when Moxley told that guy to go fuck himself, and first of all, didn't even get censored because, no one knew he was going to say that. Welcome back, he cut a very heartfelt promo, talked mostly metaphorically about what he went through, but it was very nice, very, very sweet. No indication of what's next for him, but just pretty much I'm happy to be back, in the most Moxley way possible of putting it. So all good stuff. It was very good to see him. Chad, how did you feel about this big return?
I love Moxley. I'm glad that he's well, glad he's back. He looks mentally fit. That's really all I was worried about. He looks like he's on top of his game. I hope he's, healed and making strides and being the best that he can be. Like you said, he came back the same Mox that we missed. I'm just super stoked to see, what's next.
Yeah, it was Helena of a return. Oh, sorry, Freudian slip. A hell of a return. So, but what do you think is next for him, Chad? What do you think is next for Moxley? You just have to guess. I'm putting you on the spot. Throw something out there.
I'm not sure. Maybe something with Eddie Kingston. I don't know what. I don't know if they tag again or if they.
Eddie did just get hurt, so that might be. It might take a minute.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. Something really entertaining mid-card wise.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't a bad idea, but Rev put a wet blanket on it.
We'll see.
Well, he didn't injure him, but
or did he? Or did he? I don't know.
That's true. Actually,
I would not fuck with. I would not fuck with Eddie Kingston. You kidding me?
Come on, man. We got to start fights with people we don't know. Like, come on. I can't always be the one to do it. One of you guys just do it sometimes.
He's right.
But, well, speaking of, while you're in the hot seat, Rob, why don't you give us your opinion on this return and what do you think's next?
It was obviously really nice to see Moxley back. He looks healthy. He looks clear. He looks reinvigorated, which I think is going to be a pretty big deal. I think one of the more underrated parts of Moxley's promos is when he tells stories like he did today, whether or not they're metaphorical. Well, they're usually metaphorical, but sometimes they're real. But when he does something metaphorical like this, I think he's so good at it, and it's such an underrated part of his promo game that when he does break it out, it's really intriguing to watch and listen to. So I think he did such a good job of telling what happened to him without telling what happened to him. And it made for a really, really good return. I don't know what's up. There's a lot he could do. Obviously, you got Brian, you got Punk, and he's probably got feuds he's got to handle from before he left. So you have all of that. He'll obviously face Hangman at some point, or I think he'll face Hangman at some point. And I saw somebody maybe speculate that he could replace Eddie Kingston in this whole Jericho 2.0 thing, especially because it was 2.0 who, injured him. So maybe that's a good way to just get him back into the swing of things, and then you can go from there. But it's good to see him back, and I'm glad he's happy and healthy.
I didn't think of him facing Hangman. Before, I think that's what we all thought was going to happen. But now, I don't think you could put those two together. I think Moxley got the biggest reaction of the show, and that anyone's gotten in like weeks. You can't put him against Hangman. That's going to ruin Hangman's like face push at the moment.
Not right away.
Not yet. Not
yet.
Sure.
Yeah, but by then Hangman won't be champion. But
that's the thing where you and I think disagree. Was you think Hangman is going to have a short reign, and I don't think he will. I think he'll have a decently long one. Maybe not as long as Kenny, but he'll make it 3 or 4 pay-per-views, and that's a pay-per-view worthy match right there.
3 or 4 pay-per-views would be until Full Gear when he won the title.
Year makes sense, but Mir makes
that
sense.
is as long as Kenny. That's longer than Kenny.
But I thought Kenny was like 400 and something.
No, he didn't even make a full year.
Kenny was, I think, like
3 weeks less than a year.
I blame quarantine. All the days run together. I have no concept of time anymore.
God.
All right, so maybe
Time
2
isn't
pay-per-views.
real. We made it up.
Maybe 2 pay-per-views.
We'll see. I mean, I'm not going to be mad if he does, but
I just don't know how you guys don't see Lance Archer as the next AEW champion.
I mean, he is with Adam Lambert now, so that is good.
I assume you mean Dan Lambert.
No, he knew what he was doing.
Okay, I was just making sure.
There's a theme going on here. I was just about to force in a Misery Business reference. Now I gotta wait.
Boom, roasted. So anyway, because I feel like it was being sent to me, right? Is that fair? I'm gonna hijack it from you.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Fucking Hello Kitty. Bro, I know everything about Avril Lavigne, so this is why I put you as her.
Does that include the conspiracy theory that she died and she was replaced by a double?
Absolutely.
Oh God, this is why I can never do the mustache again, because then it's just gonna be the double of me. Oh God. All right. I'm sorry. I'm amped up right now because that promo made me mad, guys. That promo made me mad. I'm angry. Moxley is back. Moxley is back for all of 2 seconds, and he says "fuck." And we're 3 years into Chucky T being in AEW, and he still can't say the S word.
Tell him.
What the S is this about? I refuse to say that word until Chucky T can say it. But no. In all seriousness, I'm super happy that Mox is back. He is so friggin' lean. Like, the dude looks amazing. He looks like he did when he came back in WWE years ago. Like, after he was gone from WWE for a few months, or like however long he was gone, and then he came back and he was doing the Shield stuff with
Is that when he hurt his shoulder and then he came back from that?
I think so. Yeah. Like, he looks fantastic. He's like, you could tell he was emotional cutting that promo. You could tell that there was so much genuine energy there, and I'm happy to see it. Like, I didn't realize how burnt out he looked before he left. Like, somebody posted on Reddit a comparison of, I think, the last time we saw him to tonight, and they almost look like 2 different people. Like, it's night and day with who he was and who he is now. And I know that's so crazy to say in such a relatively short amount of time, but like, good on him for doing the work. Good on him for doing what he needed to for himself, and just nothing but pride for him. As for what's next, I mean, it's tempting to say Bryan Danielson to get us to the match that we didn't get in the tournament. But at the same time, I don't know if Bryan can afford another big loss right after Hangman. And you obviously can't give Mox that loss. So I think that's another one that it's like, yes, I want it, just like Hangman, but I think we got to wait on it just for everyone's benefit. I don't know. I wouldn't mind him going after Cody. I wouldn't mind him taking the TNT title off of Cody, but especially
If Cody has it.
Let's be real, we're in for a reign of terror. But anyway, that'll be later. But either way, I think there's so many good opponents in front of him, and I think he's hungry for it. And none of those opponents have to be Roman Reigns, so he's probably going to win.